Welcome to my face. So if you didn't see it, we have some cool stuff going on, and these guys didn't have a lot of warning, but I'm also the choir director, so it matters more for them. But basically, they have the opportunity to perform on stage without a mask. The only thing they need to do is they have to get a test here at school, and they've got to do it. For this concert, they would have had to do it by Monday. So anytime the week before, Monday at the latest, right? Our concerts are usually Thursday nights. It usually takes about 3 days to get the results in. We're basically set up like an athletic cohort. So we're set up like a sports team. So what the kids will do, Ms. Cooper has our class rosters. If they have vax information, they need to scan it and send her a picture so she's got it, and then they put it on file. Like, it's the same stuff the athletes do, right? Some of your kids I know do athletics, so this is not news to you, you already know this. And then what's cool is then when they do the tests here, the results automatically go into a database that the admin has access to. So then what they basically do is they put an eligibility list or like a no-fly list together for me that just says, yeah, these guys are fine, they don't have to wear masks. So for instance, the singers next week, the masks, they're great. We've gotten more than used to them. And there's some kids that don't feel comfortable taking them off yet, but for those who are okay, then it allows them the privilege of being to be up here and potentially connect, right? Because that's what it's all about, right? That was the hardest thing about COVID, man, was just trying your butt off to be expressive and be emotional, because that's what the performing arts are. Yeah, there's pedagogy, there's stuff, but it's also about feelings, right? And that was the hardest thing. So now that we're back, there's a lot of feelings in the classroom. Oh, there's some anxiety too, and that's why it's always optional, whether they want to or not. But I just want to know why you're looking at this. I get tested every week. My parents are in their 80s. My mom's a 4-time cancer survivor. My dad is a continual skin cancer person. He was a lifeguard in the 50s when they didn't know anything. And he's also a stroke survivor. So I basically get tested every week. I don't even go see them if I don't have a negative test result. So I've been poked and jabbed and vaxxed, and I'm basically bionic at this point. So anyway, thanks for being here. You are creating history tonight. Your kids are creating history. This is the first good class guitar recital in the history of Northgate High School. So kind of cool. So if you're videotaping this will be worth money someday. Okay, and it's going to be really fun. So basically, I'll just kind of explain as we go, just a couple things, just so you kind of know what's happening. Kind of talk a little bit about the techniques. There's a lot of stuff, like you look at that program, looks like there's a ton of songs, but they're all kind of in condensed educational chunks, save for a few. Okay, the advanced guys especially are doing more like full-length stuff, okay? So the concert will not be that long, so I hope you're comfortable, and I'm gonna stop talking here, and we're gonna get going. So thanks again for being here. So there's two basic things we're learning. We're learning how to strum chords, and then we're learning how to play melodies. And we're playing all out of first position, which means we're working across the strings with our first finger on the first fret. So we did the first string, We've done the second string. We just finished doing the third string. We should have fourth string done for the holidays. And every time we add a string, it means we can play melodies that are a little bit more interesting. Also, they're a little bit more complicated to read. And music literacy is big for me, because my whole thing is giving the kids tools that they can keep going with. If they want to pursue music, it's tools that allows them to keep going if they want to. And so that's what's fun for me. It's like really fun when the advanced guys get to pick stuff and they get to work on it, and I can just kind of kick back and enjoy, because I've given them enough stuff, plus what they also do on their own, to be able to just kind of spread their wings, take some independence, and go. So that's part of what we do. So we're going to play some melodies now, just involving the first two strings. And what we'll do is we'll repeat them sometimes. Usually if we repeat them, we add layers. Typically what happens is you'll hear the beginning guys, everybody, play the melody one time through. And then if there's something we add, we'll have the advanced guys. Advanced guys, raise your hands, please. So these folks came into the class, and they're in the same class. Jacob was actually in my Zoom class last year and managed to survive and did not run for the hills. And so they came in just knowing a little bit more, whether it was, they took lessons, or maybe they've been playing a while, or they got on YouTube and figured some stuff out. So they just know a little bit more than the average knowledge base in the class. So then I just give them some extra layers so that I can challenge them a little bit more. So that's what's happening, okay? So here's our first one. Let's play Crossing Over. This melody just kind of illustrates what the two strings sound like. 1, 2, 1, and ready, go. Start hearing harmonies for the first time. So, all right, let's play Ode to Joy. 1, 2, 1, and ready, go. So we're going to do a couple strum songs now. These are the first ones we learned when we first learned just a couple chords. And I do the short straw, so I get to sing. Woohoo!
Yeah.
You don't get extra credit for that. They're wishing. They're hoping. Okay, I'm going to face Okay, Sam, so this is like a Miles Davis moment, right? You might understand that if you, okay, sorry. I'm showing my age. Okay. Here we go. So we start the horn when I start singing. Got it? Here we go, tempo. Now it is time for the advanced portion of our concert. So you guys will chill while we do this. And we have to put this over here. Right off the sound. So the speakers over there, guys, can hear it really well. You're probably just hearing it a little bit. But don't worry, they hear it. So this is Keegan and this is Carson.
Hi guys.
Hi. And Keegan volunteered to sing right away on the last song. And I don't know, Carson must have been his friends, maybe he lost a bet, I don't know what happened. But Carson decided he would sing along with Keegan on the first song. So we have a duet on the first song, and a solo on the last song. So this is Keegan and Carson doing an energized version of Stand By Me, an updated version of Stand By Me. And this should get you guys just fine. Yeah, that way.
Hello.
It's working.
You guys here as well? Amazing. Alright, here we go.
surprise.
Oh. Oh. Oh, I see it. You're still in your bro.
I'm getting side eye. Okay, they didn't know about Simon and Garfunkel. Yeah. Music appreciation class adding next year. That's okay. This is cool because this is a technique that the beginning guys will definitely be learning before the end of the year. So what we're doing is finger picking, basic finger picking. I should go like this. So the way finger picking works, just on a real basic level, is you got chords. So the chords have bass notes, right? Whatever the root of the chord is. And then for real basic finger picking, what you do is you instead of playing together, you hit the bass note first, and then you do what's called rolling the chord. So what they're going to be doing in this one is they're going to be rolling N3, which is harder. So they roll up and they roll back. They do it better than that. So they'll be doing that. So it's kind of fun. And the top three fingers never move, and your thumb moves depending on where the bass note is. So it's kind of cool. It's kind of neat. So that's what they're going to be doing while I attempt to sing Scarborough Fair. That's cool. Yeah. Oh, so typically there's like 4 bars between right. So when we start, before we start, so make sure I leave well. Let's go back to fast. 1, 2, 3, ready, go. Parsley, sage, rosemary, remember me to one who lives there. She once was a true love of mine. Judge you find me and make a parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Between the salt water and the sea, she will be a true love of mine. I'm going to Scarborough Fair. Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Remember me to one who lives there. She once was a true love of mine. Another big finish. I had to learn this song for a wedding once. It's stinking hard. Because it's like a folk song. It's like a folk song. There's no symmetry to it. Right? So it's like 7 minutes of every single verse is different. Every single chorus is different. So, and Keegan volunteered right away, and I'm like, sure. And then I'm like, yeah, okay, we'll see what happens. And 2 weeks later, I heard him, and he's just absolutely killing it. I'm like, okay. I tried to learn it for a wedding. I tried to learn it for a bridal party thing, and I basically screwed it up, and the bridal party saved me. basically they just started singing and they'd all had a few beers, and so they were ready to go, and I just kind of quietly stopped singing and smiled. So this song really, I mean, honestly, it's very challenging. There's a lot going on with it. Don McLean's American Pie, sung by Britt, I think. That's kind of a fun. That's kind of cool. So here's Keegan doing American Pie.
Cool. Nice. There you go. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I bought this American Pie, drove my Chevy, the levee, but my levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. Did you write the book of love? And do you have faith in God above? If the Bible tells you so. How do you believe in rock and roll? Can music save your mortal soul? Can you teach me how to dance, breathe, and flow? Well, I know that you're in love with him, 'cause I saw you dancing in the gym. You both kicked off your shoes, and I dig those rhythm and blues. I was a lonely teenage from Buffalo, incarnation and a pickup truck, but I knew I was out of luck the day the music died. I started singing bye bye this American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. 10 years living on our own, and the moss grows fat on a rolling stone. But that's not how it used to be. When the jester sang for the king and queen, in the coat he borrowed from James Dean, and a voice that came from you and me. Oh wow, the king was looking down, the jester stole his thorny crown. The courtroom was adjourned, no verdict was returned, and while Lenny read a book on Marx, a quartet practiced in the park, and we sang dirges in the dark day. The music died. I started singing bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die.
Okay, so we're going to get everybody back going again, and these are melodies that involve 3 strings. Okay, guys remember which order it is? We'll do the main first. 7, and then we'll be talking about it with the kids 2 times. Yes. That'd be cool. All right. Make you do this just by itself. Yes. 1, 2, 1, 2, and in. Same tempo. 1, 2, 1, and ready to go. This is for Lee. Finger picking it. Yes. 1. So towards 3. 1, 2, here we go. All right, now we're going to strum some songs, adding a few more chords, and we're doing these all together. 3 of them are actual blues tunes. It's been fun to introduce these guys to 12-bar blues, because that is truly a uniquely American music form, born of the pain of a lot of folks coming here, many against their will. But the crucible that craziness created ended up resulting in creating a unique American musical art form, and we are incredibly lucky and blessed to have that in our heritage of our country. Even though it was pretty horrible getting here, but it's awfully cool that we have it now. So we're going to do a kind of a pre-blues, Tell Old Bills, an old traditional song. And then we're going to do a song by Robert Johnson, kind of known as kind of the first real blues guy, Mississippi Delta native. And then we're going to do a little bit of Elvis Presley's Hound Dog, written by Stoller and Lieber. And then we're going to do some of Rock Around the Clock, as made famous by Bill Haley and the Comets. If you've ever seen American Graffiti, you probably know that song really well. So I'm just going to blast through them, and we're just going to do these 4 songs back to back. So here we go. 1, Tell old Bill when he comes home this morning. Tell old Bill when he comes home this evening. Tell old Bill when he comes home, tell him down to the girls alone. This morning, this evening, we'll see. He'll not by the alley this morning. He'll not by the alley gate this morning. He'll not by the alley gate. Old Simon said, don't be late this morning, this evening, so soon. That's all. Come on. Baby, don't you come good? Well, come on. Baby, don't you want to go to that same old place, the sweet home Chicago? 112, 6 and 2, 8. Come on, baby, now don't make me late. Hey, baby, don't you want to go to that same old place, straight from Chicago, and about 6 and 7. You ain't nothing but a dog, crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. Well, you ain't never tired about it, and you ain't no friend of mine. When you said you was high class, girl, that was a lie. When you said you was high class, girl, you know that was just a lie. You ain't never tired about it, and you ain't no friend of mine. You know that's 1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, rock. 5, 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, rock. 9, 10, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, rock. Gonna rock around, rock till I get you and back home. Johnny rock, oh have some fun, rock, rock, some fun. Gonna rock around, rock, like you gonna rock, 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 like you gonna rock, up and down, rock. Strikes two, and four, so down, down, rock around, rock, One, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, rock. 5, 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, rock. 9, 10, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, rock. Gonna rock around, rock till that come. I said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, So this is when it really gets fun to have different levels happening in the same class, and I'm so grateful, first of all, just to have the full class, because this was not fun to do online, I'm sure, for anybody, and to actually be able to play together. You know, it's just, you start feeling things in the room, like just having 30 guitars playing, you know, your first couple of days, your hair's standing up. That's a lot, there's a lot of sound movement in the room. And it's just so nice, and the guys, it's been nice to give the advanced guys some extra challenges, but honestly, they're just incredibly patient. There's no egos in this room. They're really good kids having a good time, and I'm super grateful to have them. So, what we can do when we have different levels is then we can start playing ensembles. So you've heard now some layers where you've heard like chord backgrounds when they're playing melodies. So what's actually going to happen in these last couple tunes is you're actually here's some melodies and then hear counter melodies and additional melodies. You're going to start hearing some duets and things like that. So this is an old French tune called Clair de Lune. You'll hear part one played by everybody, then we're going to add part two played by the Nets guys, and then Jake and I are going to add a little chord layer on top of that, so we got three things going at once. So kind of fun. Enjoy it. Claire de Lune. One, two, first time, here we go. Okay, and then I did this arrangement of a Beatles song that you guys will all recognize, and this is kind of fun because I gave them about 4 different options for how to play it, just based on their comfort level. So you're going to hear some different versions of the same stuff going on at once, and what's great about the way I did it is that all those things can be happening at the same time, and one works with the other. It's just kind of variations on the same thing. So we are going to do Eleanor Rigby. Here we go. Picks up the rice in the church where wedding has been. There's a dream, waits in the window, wearing the face of chickens in a jar by the door. Who's it for? All the lonely people. Where do they all come from? All the lonely people. Where do they all belong? And the Mackenzie writing the words of a song. And this is our last ensemble. This is Can You Feel the Love Tonight from Lion King. Jacob's going to be playing a beautiful chordal accompaniment for us. We all play the verse together and then break into a two-part ensemble on the chorus. One and done, short and sweet. It's really pretty though. Hope you enjoy this. I think it's pretty fun. They were singing about a baby lion, and we got a baby going coo and curling and making all this noise. I think it's awesome. It's super fun. I'm up here digging it. My youngest kid is 27. It's been a while. That's still a pretty fun noise, I gotta say. It's nice when they're having a good time, you know? I don't understand her requests, but it's just, I don't know, goo. I don't know if that's on. So we're gonna do this, and it's really fun for me being a choir director and somewhat of a singer still, to have my kids sing, especially having volunteers. So one more time, I want to give it up for Carson and Keegan, please, if you guys are. I think that's super brave and it's super fun, and I'm looking forward to having more of that. That being said, I have coerced my entire class into singing portions of our final song, only because I kind of feel like it's a song everybody should know. You know, everybody should know who Robert Johnson is, because everybody should know about the blues and know where it came from. But at the same time Robert Johnson was in the Mississippi Delta, you know, getting recorded by the guys from Smithsonian. This other guy was, you know, riding around on train cars, and that's Woody Guthrie. Completely different guy, completely different situation, but incredibly prolific. And this song was written just as a thought of unity, you know, just saying, look, man, we're all one country. This is who we are, and this is what we're about. So, in my own little minorly political gesture, I'll just put this out there, that hopefully songs like this are what remind us of what we have in common and what really matters at the end of the day. Truly, that you know, it's like our common goals, our common dreams, our common passions. You know, the kind of things that bring a community like Northgate together and create an incredible school like this. It's my 6th year here. I feel incredibly privileged to be here. I was at YB in Oak Grove for 29 years. I know I look very young. I did that first. There are several YB expats over here, which is also kind of fun. My boss is a former student, which is pretty wild, Kelly Cooper. But it's a lot of fun, and I love my time there. But I really find it, I also am loving my time here, and I find it a very unique situation, a great student body. I have a lot of fun with these guys. So yeah, unity and that greatness, unity and that uniqueness. And if you guys want to sing along, since I'm facing you now, then feel free, just like on the choruses. And we're not going to do that much. I'll throw a verse in the middle. You can listen to the chorus the first time, and then see if you can jump in on the last time. And if you guys feel like singing along, extra credit or something. All right, here we go. If you catch your kids singing on video, I will give them extra credit. But I also want that video to take to their wedding. You know, right? Yeah. You know how that is. My old teacher shows up with blackmail pictures. Oh my God. All right, so here we go. You guys ready? Yep, I got the right person this time. 1, 2, 3, here we go. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island. From the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. As I was walking and through the highway, I saw above me that endless skyway. I saw below me that golden valley. This land was made for you and me. Honest boys, wish now. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to New York Island, from redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. I roamed and rambled, followed my footsteps to sparkling sands of her diamond deserts. A voice was sounding. This land was made for you and me. Last time, let's go. It's your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island. From redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. Go! I'm going to show you how to do this, but let's watch this very awkward bow about to take place. All right, you guys ready? So what you're going to do is you're all going to stand up, and you're trying your right hand. Ready? Go! You got to do 6 stand in front of you, so don't hit your head, but it basically works like this. You look down and you think to yourself, are my shoes tight? Oh. Yes, they are! And you probably with a smile on your face because they're clapping appreciative, and that's why you do that. So clap! Very nice, very nice. Much more from the audience. Okay, so like I told you, short and sweet, right? We end please. There's a couple things I'm going to ask the kids to do with me so that I don't have to be like crawling to school tomorrow. My back hopefully will still function. So guitar's going to be put away first, and then let's get the stands on the rack. The racks are there, and the chair racks. Let's get the chairs on the rack. It's about 14 chairs per rack, and put them all in one. The stands should all be good. Remember, you put the stands on both sides, guitars away. This will take them probably like 5-10 minutes. Okay? That's it. Guys, thank you so much for being here. I hope we see you in December, yeah? And bring your friends. Bring your friends. Thank you.